Hi all, today we're going to be making a seed packet journal. It's got this outer cover that looks like a seed packet, and then inside there is a little mini journal with pages for writing. I made these last year and I had many requests to do a tutorial. I'm a little behind with finally creating that tutorial, but I will say that I also made a free template for Compass and Ink resource library members that'll be available in the library. If you're not a member yet, I'll also put a link below for how to join our little community there. And these done for you templates will also be in my Etsy shop. So the freebie will look like this. It'll come plain, where the one in the Etsy shop comes with like all the actual like seed packet decor on there. So whichever you prefer, or you can just make these from scratch yourself, whichever works for you. So to get started today, you're going to want either your freebie template, or you're going to want your packet, or you're going to want some plain paper that's ready to go for you. So let me get that together real quick. All right, so you're going to want the seed packet outer part. You'll have that cut out. Then you're going to want the journal cover and get that cut out. And then a couple of pages from the kit. You will also want to cut those out. I have these printed on both sides. What you'll do if you buy the kit, what you'll do is you'll just take those last two pages, flip them over, and print them on the other side. You may need to trim a little. Like I know with my printer, it's always just that little bit off. But they still look great when you're done. All right. So you'll want to have those things ready. And then in addition to that, you'll want some glue, a book awl, a needle, some thread. I have this color thread, but you can also use that wax thread that you can get everywhere. I'll link a blog post below that'll have all these supplies in there if you're interested. And then as always, some distress ink to sort of, ink up and grunge up the edges. These are a little bit grunged, like the cover's in grunged, but they're definitely not, as grungy as some people might want it. So be aware of that. You also may find it helpful to have one of these guys to make sure you get all your lines straight. You can do it by hand too, though. That's not a problem. All right, so let's get started. First things first, you're going to want to take your seed packet, get it all cut out, and then go ahead and line up the edges. Let's see if I can make sure I can do this on camera. Line up the edges, and then go ahead and get those marked. Then for these guys, you can mark them, but personally I just fold them in half so that they meet the corners. If you don't like white on the inside of your journal, print it on some cream cardstock or some tea-dyed paper. It's really up to you. And then take those pages and fold those in half. Tuck those into each other, and you've got a little mini signature. Now you can add more pages if you want. I just find that 2 pages, that gives you 8 pages to write on in a small journal like this is usually sufficient for me. So then you're going to want to take this guy and you'll go ahead and fold in the edges like so. Fold this over. And sometimes I get, so you gotta be careful how you do this. You can trim the edge off here if you need to. But then you'll open it up, get your glue ready. I'm using the Art glitter glue just because I love these little pointed tips that they come in, and it dries super fast. So when you're doing videos like this, it's great. But you can use any kind of, paper crafting glue that you have on hand. Just make sure you put a thin line here. You don't want to put too much. A little dollop under there, thin line here. Then go ahead ahead and glue that down. And like I said, sometimes if you run your line a little too far up, which is what I did, you might get a little bit extra here. That's no big deal. Just go ahead and take your scissors and trim that up. And then it's like it never happened. Perfect, right? We all make mistakes sometimes. That's part of the fun. All right, and then you should have your little seed packet all ready to go there. The next part, so we'll set the seed packet aside. The next part is putting our journal together. So this is no big deal. If you've watched my channel, you know that I am not the binder. My husband does almost all the binding around here, but this one even I can handle because it's just super quick and easy. So you'll just take your journal. If you want it to look pretty on the outside, it's better to do it from the outside because then the punches will go in, but I'm not worried about it. So I just line these up as best I can on the inside, and then you just come in. You just come in here a little bit from the outside and poke a hole with your book awl. And then just come in from the other side and poke another hole. Now you can measure that if you want to. Just make sure that the holes are big enough for your needle to go through. All right, now it's time to bind the little booklet. So you take your needle and pull it through. Then you come back in through the other side, like so. And then I go back through. You could just tie it up right here, but I like to go back through one more time, just to make sure it's extra, extra secure. Go back out. And come back in one more time. Okay, then I pull all my strings tight so it looks like that on the outside. And then the other thing you can do is take your thread, put one going through one side, another going through the other side, and then you want to take it and knot it a few times. I usually knot it 2 or 3 times just to make sure it's nice and tight and secure. One, 2, and 3. Maybe, yep, 3. And then once you've got that, you can snip off the extra ends. And ta-da, you've got your little booklet. And it will slide right into the back, like so. And then you have your seed packet journal. So if you know me, I like to distress things. I already started a little bit off camera. Do a little bit more on camera, just so you can see. Get that white part in there, make sure it's nice and brown. Make sure we get all the edges. There is our seed packet. And your journal slides right into the back. And ta-da, you have a seed packet journal. And you've got 8 different little pages to write on inside of here. And put whatever you want. Like you could make a little mini junk journal, little tags and tucks and pockets on the inside of that. Hope you guys found that helpful. Like I said at the beginning, the freebie template will be in the resource library. That will look like this. So you'll get a blank seed packet template, and then you'll get a blank journal cover that you'll be able to put inside there. You'll just fold that over and then just put some tea stain paper or whatever in there. Follow the same instructions about, folding it all up and stitching it together, and you will have a seed packet journal, and then you can decorate it with whatever flowers or other decorations you want to use with that one. If you want to get the one that is in my Etsy shop, it comes with these seed packet covers, and then there are 4 different kinds of the inner journals. So there's the 2 that we already made, and then there are 2 more, and then it also comes with the little slightly decorated pages that you can put on the inside. I hope that was helpful for you guys. I hope you enjoyed making your seed packet journals. If you make some, please let me know. Post them on the Facebook page. Let me know down here in the comments. Post them on the blog page. I would love to see them. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.